That's one of the reasons why we're doing business shout-outs in all of our newscasts. Well, tonight, CBS 2's Erica Lee shows us what the owners of a restaurant in Eagle are doing to keep the lights on.
Bacquet's restaurant is a family-run business in Eagle trying to stay afloat in the coronavirus pandemic. And the owners, Michelle and Frank Bacquet, have come up with some innovative ideas. Frank is both a chef and a painter and will be auctioning off some of his original paintings to help the restaurant and staff.
That one is one.
What is it of?
The name is La Foule. That was a thinking, it's a little bit impressionismus. That was thinking on the lots of people what normally we have on the patio. So you can see a lot of people, happiness, all that stuff. That was a little bit remembering last year's that we have a lot of fun with people sitting on the patio, and it's what I did. Yeah.
The restaurant has a crew of 7 to 8 people, and so far they have avoided layoffs. They're also offering home and pantry items for customers.
Yes, we have lots of customers who was asking for product with flour, yeast, coffee, toilet paper, and we decide to get this product. It's in different sizing, but we have the customer to have the product for home, and people don't have to go to a grocery store. Then people stop by, call us, do you have eggs? Sure, we have eggs. We have a chicken. Sure, I have fresh chicken. You want some steak? I'm going to cut some steak for you. We help the people around here in Eagle.
In addition, the French restaurant is offering a different family-style meal for 4 every day, a huge hit with their customers. Erica Lee, CBS 2 News.
Veterinary hospitals across the Treasure Valley are working hard to take care of your pet's needs while social distancing. CBS 2's Haley Kramer talked to Broadway Veterinary Hospital and the Idaho Humane Society about the changes they've made.
It's definitely been a roller coaster. I feel like we're playing a game that has no rule book at this point.
It's a stressful time for pet owners and those taking care of your pets. But Rebecca Peppersack, practice manager at Broadway Veterinary Hospital, says they're taking it day by day and taking steps to social distance.
So we actually have closed our lobby completely at this point. The doors are locked, and we have you call from the parking lot when your pet gets here, and we have set up kennels outside so that you can place your pet in a kennel, and then we come out shortly afterwards and pick them up.
Peppersack says they know this is hard for clients and they don't like seeing an empty lobby either, but they're hoping these changes will help flatten the curve.
Most of our clients are low income, and we are seeing a spike in who is low income now. We have a lot of people who've lost their jobs, who have temporary furlough, and they just need help.
Christine Schellhaus with the Idaho Humane Society says they're following the guidance of the American Veterinary Medical Association, canceling elective surgery and appointments for routine care.
We want to free up any PPE that we can for human lives. We use the same gloves, the same masks, the same gowns as regular hospitals do. So we don't want to compete with our human counterparts.
They're still providing emergency services, but are asking clients to find alternatives for their pets' other needs. Like the Humane Society, Broadway Vet wants to limit the use of their current supplies so they aren't taking any away from medical centers.
One of our team members, Chrissy, she's amazing, and she's made us all masks, and we're making us gowns as well. So that when the stock that we have runs out, we will have a backup.
Peppersack says they still have enough staff to perform wellness checks and vaccines, but are pushing out any new appointments to spay and neuter. We're
trying to make sure that we're available for those emergencies. But on that note, puppy and kitten vaccines are super important to keep getting done. Parvo is a deadly disease that puppies can get, and so we want to make sure we don't have a major outbreak of something deadly like that while we're going through such a crisis ourselves.
Haley Kramer, CBS 2 News.
With social distancing, we have a lot more time on our hands. No commute and How about those lunch breaks at home? And that's making a lot of busybodies. CBS 2's Brian Moran talked to Republic Services today to see how that's increasing their workload.
So we anticipated an increase in waste volumes across the country, and so we were ready for this.
Paint cans, old VCRs, even pieces of furniture. You can find a lot of things in a garage, but typical spring cleaning is different this year because of coronavirus.
This is just unusual because we have so many people at home, and you're right, their work schedule and home schedule blend together. And so when they would normally be taking a lunch break, they're doing something industrious around the house and cleaning. And so we're seeing that. Definitely we're seeing that.
Republic Services is used to seeing big items left at the curb in the spring. That's because of tax season, but now, add in the stimulus, they are seeing a lot more.
But what we don't often see is as many bulky items and appliances coming into the transfer stations. And I just think that people don't have a lot of options right now because the thrift stores and places where they would normally donate are unavailable right now.
Look at my garage. Bike parts, handlebars, stems. I'm bored. I need to clean this stuff out. Second thought, maybe I'll wait till this virus thing is over and take it to the Boise Bicycle Project.
We definitely want you to try to fill your carts first before doing anything else. If you can recycle what you can at home, please do that versus bringing it out anywhere. And fill your carts first before putting any extra waste outside the cart. And that helps keep our drivers in the cab, and that's important to us during this time as well.
Brian Moran, CBS 2 News.
New at 4, for people who suffer from addictions or are recovering from it. The isolation caused by the coronavirus presents a new challenge to the difficult ones they already struggled with. CBS 2's Scott Logan takes a closer look.
No one is an island, the poet suggested. Everyone is part of the whole. But this forced isolation from the coronavirus is causing some people's lives to be disrupted in terrible ways. With much of the country shut down amid calls for social distancing, thousands of people dealing with addiction face weeks or even months without the in-person meetings and support services long considered a lifeline in drug treatment and recovery. Evan Beals is admissions director at North Point Recovery in Boise.
And the people who aren't making it in, we're seeing higher suicide rates and we're seeing higher relapse rates as well.
Beals says while self-isolation is for the common good, it adds another layer of loneliness to those struggling with substance abuse.
And all of this can lead to feelings of isolation and hopelessness and despair in some cases. And when an individual feels like that in early recovery, the odds for them to relapse are very, very high.
But Beals' message is help is still available, as psychology uses technology to keep that lifeline open.
Treatment centers like ourselves and a lot of our peers here in the Valley, we're still offering services. We're just doing it largely through telehealth.
But with today's technology, help is just as far away as the palm of your hand.